I think I want to start a poll. Oh, oh. So, child, we is here today on this election day. And baby, I'm excited to see who is going to I'm excited to see who is going to take the 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 seat, the chair. Who's going to be center stage in the circus? Who's going to become the ringleader? Cause I'm the ringleader. I call the shots like a firecracker. I make it hot and I put it on a show. Feel the adrenaline moving through your veins. Spotlights on me and I'm ready to blaze. And this is my stage. All eyes on me in the center of the ring, just like a circus. Uh-huh. Just like a circus. Uh-huh. Show me what you can do. Just like a circus. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Who is going to become the ringleader, baby? Who did y'all get out and cast y'all vote for today? Y'all energy. Who did y'all give y'all energy to today? Because at the end of the day, the electoral college vote is going to be, ain't none of y'all got one. And so, the part of me that's really, really, really just like chaos and just like a little bit of mess. That part of me, because Donald Trump has never won via the popular vote. He's never won the popular vote. He always gets close with the electoral college vote. So the messy part of me wants him to win by the electoral college vote so y'all could be like, Kamala had all these votes. Kamala had all these popular votes. And we all got out and vote. Then y'all be trying to blame people who didn't vote when the electoral college vote is really what matters. But then the other part of me wants Kamala to win. Like, I want Kamala to win so that y'all could see that it really ain't gonna be no difference. The same stuff, like right now, they're trying to pass a law that if we have another pandemic or anything like that, they have like these people that can come in. They have like these people that could come in and kind of like mandate our care, like worldwide. Like we'll all be a part of this. They say that's a part of that new world order stuff, but they trying to link all of our care up so it would be like a standard way to deal with us all around the world. And people are standing against that. I forgot what the acronym for that. Maybe Enoch will come up in here and maybe Enoch will come up in here and he'll be able to tell us about what that is. I think I still got to do my video. But yeah, this election is a huge distraction on what's going on, globally, what's going on with the United Nations. Like, that's where the real tea is popping off. Because, baby, either way it goes, that this around that time where this new world order is supposed to kick off. And then this is what I listen to people, and people believe that we don't have super advanced technology that they're not sharing with the people. You actually believe, talking about, I be seeing people in the comment section, we don't even have good Wi-Fi. We don't even have good Wi-Fi connection. Right, we don't. We don't. We the people, the working class, the ones who make below 100,000, the ones who and you know what? The ones that's making 100,000, 150,000, that ain't no money. That ain't no money to them people. Like you got to be making you got to be in the millions and the billions to really have access to what technology is probably available. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be, baby, Elon Musk. That's the one who got access to where the technology really at. And they not gonna share all of that. They not gonna share all of that. Them robots and all that. Oh, that's stealth. They gonna keep that stealth. They not putting that out in the public. They not putting that out in the public. No, they gonna show you some stuff with AI. They're gonna show you some stuff with AI so you won't be shocked when they do finally get ready to hit us with some of it. Cause when they share more advanced technology with us, it's always gonna be because they have more advanced technology. So when they share something with us, they're sharing with us because now it's like the government is like this. We'll have the iPhone 5 and they'll have the iPhone 21. You know, and I'm not really an iPhone person, so I don't know what number the phone on now. But that's the point that I'm trying to make, is that they gonna share us the iPhone 1 or the iPhone 2, and they gonna have the iPhone 20 something. So they never gonna share with us exactly where they at or exactly what they got. They're not finna share that with the people. Come on. If they shared that with us, this wouldn't be a nation ran by the 1%. You know, this wouldn't be an elitist colonial pretty much a monarchy. Like this wouldn't be that if they were like really just sharing technology with the people, sharing resources with the people. Come on, this would be a real democracy. This is not a real democracy. Like the electoral college vote is not a real, we don't live in a real democracy. We do not live in a real democracy. And so I'm curious to see who gonna win. I think this is the election that I have been the most curious about since Obama got elected, and we know why I was so curious about Obama, because they got me. They got me that time. Right, iPhone 5000X, exactly. That's how far they're advanced in front of us. But I just basically got on here because I want to know who the children is voting for, who you giving your energy to, who did you get out and go and put that ballot, and to see people so excited, like to see people like ritually getting out and making it to the boxes and the ballots. And this is the thing with me. This is the thing with me. They said that there's other things that you could vote for because you're not just voting for the president. So, they do say it's other things that you can vote for. And there's something in New York, like they're creating some type of constitution that is going to help to protect New York from the stuff that could possibly come as a result of the wrong person becoming the president. Now, in my opinion, I've said this before in multiple videos. Um, they both predators. They just got different attack styles. One of them laying in the grass on their belly, hiding in the grass, and gonna wait for their moment to say. And the other one is just charging at you like a wolf, hungry. City-related issues, judges, funding allocation, and abortions. Exactly. We the help. We the help. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting, child. Tomorrow is going to be interesting. We could actually wake up in the world tomorrow and a woman could be the ringleader. A woman of color could be the ringleader of this circus. Because it's definitely the greatest show on earth. Baby, ain't nobody performing like America, baby. This is the greatest show on earth. I'm like the ringleader. I call the shots. I'm like a firecracker. I'm making hot. And wait, hold on. How much storage do I got? Can I take it off? I'm gonna take it off the charger for just a second because I only got 16%. But I want to go ahead and try to cut a plug. Wait, hold on. I'm like. Ooh, wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, hold on. Bitch. Bitch, I ain't got that long. They already saying battery low. Wait, hold on. I like to ring, I call the shots. I like the firecracker. I make it. Bitch. Spotlight on me and I'm ready to blaze. I'm the this woman and this is my stage. All eyes on me in the center of the ring just like a circus. Uh-huh. Whoa! Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Oh, you see, I got that shirt on, huh? I don't know what the damn shirt say. I just put it on. Girl, it's so loud out here, huh? Girl, it's so loud. But yeah, girl. Girl, I had to get on live, girl. I thought I was about to take me a nap, girl. End up arguing with somebody. And I said, let me get on here and talk about this election. But I really honestly, the reason why, I mean, like my gut want to say that Kamala gonna win. But the thing that I'm struggling with that is how is Trump gonna live that down? Because if Kamala win, he gonna go to jail. Like, can he fight off jail? Like, he can't fight off jail. Like he needs to be the president to keep from going to jail, if I'm not mistaken. So, like, what kind of world what is America when a white billionaire, when a white man billionaire can get arrested and do prison time? Is it even America anymore? Bitch, we gotta change the name of the country if a white male billionaire goes to prison and a woman of color is sitting in the office. Is it even America anymore? We gotta rename this shit, because that's the part of me that's struggling. Like, if she get elected, that mean that nigga going to jail. And if he go to jail, how many white billionaires, how many white men billionaires have we ever seen go to prison? That's gonna create a panic when you a white man billionaire and you're not even safe. You talk about the top of he's a white man billionaire and this nigga ain't even safe. Girl, 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 girl. Bitch, I would, girl, I'm telling you, I'd be like, bitch, I wake up, Donald Trump in jail, and a woman in the White House with some color to her skin. I'm not gonna give her black, but I'm gonna say colored. A colored woman in the White House, and a Caucasian billionaire is in prison. Girl, I'm gonna wake up like this. The stories you are about to hear. Bitch. Bitch, I'm gonna think I'm in the Twilight Zone. The stories you're about to hear, bitch. What? Wait a minute, hold on. You telling me it's somebody with extra melanin wearing a dress in the Oval Office and it's a Caucasian billionaire in prison? Are you serious? I can't make this shit up. I can't make this up. I can't make it up, y'all. I can't make it up, y'all. I can't make it up, y'all. I can't make it up. Exactly, living out there in New York and the real East Coast child. Okay. Smoke and mirrors. You right, Faye. I mean, you right, 100% pure love. Um, Shout out to Kaneen for a wonderful experience. Sisterhood was had more than a moderator. Sisterhood. Lay learn talk about it. Money can't buy that experience. Talk about it. Like, share, and subscribe. America has a problem. A big one. Yes, 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 absolutely. Definitely colored or a criminal and felon as the president is even worse. Let me tell you something. I don't think that any politician that sits in their office um, has not done some felonious things, has not done some criminal things. Because before the presidents get elected, people go missing, things have to be cleaned up. We've heard the stories. Tale as old as time, tune as old as rhyme. Don't tell me you're sorry, cause you're not. The only you sorry you got caught. You put on quite a show. Very entertained. Now it's time to go. Like, this nation was founded on stealing and corruption. Like, when people try to single out Donald Trump, like, I'm not taking his side, but I'm just saying, play the whole tape. That's all I'm saying. Like, don't try to make it look like all the rest of them aren't just as horrible. They're just better at hiding their stuff. You know, they've been politicians longer. They got cleanup crews and stuff to make them look good. This nation was founded on thievery. So when y'all start saying criminal and felon and all that, I'd be like, but which one of them are not? Yeah, exactly, absolutely. Basically, high level court gestures. Exactly. It's about to be a whole 3 ring circus. Child, they was sipping out the plastic. They was ripped out the plastic. Stealing ain't brand new. Wait, rip me out the plastic. Wait, rip me. I was stealing out the plastic and it ain't brand new. Girl, but this is gonna be this. I like 2025. If Kamala get elected and that man go to prison the same year, whew, that's a shift in the ether. Because you have to understand that things are going on multiple planes to to orchestrate this. Like things are going on multiple planes and we have ancestors who are moving on the spiritual plane. We have ancestors who are moving on the physical plane. Obviously, we have ancestors who have not left this realm but are not in physical bodies that are interceding. And we have ancient ancestors who done woke up out they sleep for this. Because it's been, we know for a fact, we don't know what type of civilization this was for a fact before the colonizer came. Some people say it was a matrilineal society. Some people say it was a matriarch. And that was part of the reason why, the preachers were so serious about killing all of the witches and stuff, because there were a lot of women who held power. And so yeah, that's, I've heard that Salem is Jerusalem. Like I've literally heard that Salem is like Jerusalem. Like they say Jerusalem over there, but they say where the witches was in Salem, that's actually Jerusalem. A lot of people are saying that a lot of the animals that are in Africa came from America, and a lot of the stuff that's in Africa, well, it didn't come from America, but it came from this land base. It came from Turtle Island. It came from this land mass, this part of the world. And so, with that understanding, I don't know if this was a matriarchy before, but some ancestors, some powerful ancestors, probably went to sleep when they was like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna let you men go and get down, do what y'all doing, have y'all fun. I don't really care. Wake me up when it get interesting." And now tomorrow, this election, that Yanni energy about to be center stage. And even though she's a puppet, no tea, no shade, that's still that Yanni energy. And it's about to be being charged with all type of energy, negative energy, positive energy. And I'm not going to say Miss Mama can't wake up something. Baby, them titans, them beings that have been hiding and and were not showing themselves to us. And that's the thing that I don't like. Like I noticed that now it's a big push. If you notice, you gotta pay attention to what's going on right now. With Kamala Harris approaching office, you already see some of the brotherhood and the patriarchy, starting witch hunts. So I saw a video the other day calling her a witch, and they're starting to they called Ayandala Van Zant, they called her a witch. They already called Beyonce a witch. So it's like they're starting the witch hunt stuff now, because they know that when that shift happens, that type of magic is going to re-enter the atmosphere. It's already starting now. It's already happening now. People who are conscious and aware are already feeling it now. But I think it's going to be more of it. I think it's going to be a lot more of it. And see, that's why they let her in that office. Because see, no tea, no shade. No tea, no shade, Monty Mon. But if they'd have let an old chocolate one sit up in that seat who was conscious. Because you can have an old chocolate one sitting up in there that's like, what's his name? What's that dark-skinned politician name? Clark, what his name is, the one that can't nobody stand. He just be giving you big raccoon teas. Cause everybody who got a lot of melanin, some of them be on some raccoon teas too. Some of them be on some raccoon teas too though. But if they'd got an old deeply melanated Viola Davis looking conscious to sit in that Oval Office and be charged by that energy, child, we'll probably be with within the third year of her administration. It'll be nothing but witches and warlocks everywhere. You would think it was the 4th of July, so much magic could be slanging around. Ben Carson, yeah. A witch, a bitch, a succubus. His people coming. Mm, that would have been the vibe. Yeah, something like Winnie Mandela. See, if we'd have had something like Winnie Mandela sitting in the Oval Office, some energy like that. I used to would have said Oprah, but Oprah done, Oprah done, and even with everything that Queen Latifah has done, I think Queen Latifah would make a better president than Kamala. I just don't think she would want to do nothing like that. But I personally think Queen Latifah would do a better job as the president of the United States. And Queen Latifah got some powerful energy too. And Queen Latifah has so many different talents. Like Queen Latifah is articulate. Queen Latifah has so many different aspects to her character. She always carry herself with class. She's strong. She's smart. Like I just like somebody like that. Like I could get behind that. Like I could get behind like Queen Latifah for president. Like I could get behind that. You know what I'm saying? Like who's some other women you think would make her okay, big dick energy. But she's demure with it, right, right. She keep it cute. Cause she really could swing it around harder. Like she really could. Like she really, really could go in. Like she'll give it like she could give it. Let's keep it real. Her who is somebody else that I think would be a good fit? Um I mean Angela Bassett is powerful, but I just don't feel like Angela Bassett would be ready to make some of those decisions that need to be made. Like if we were just looking at, you know, strong black actresses, um, because a lot of men have transitioned from acting and things like that to go into politics. So I don't know why women can't. Why women can't transition from that. Trying to think of some good actors, some good actresses. Hmm. But Queen Latifah just got that presence. I think MC Light is super intelligent. I think MC Light and Missy Elliott a little bit too animated. Like, girl, what kind of presidency would that be? Hee 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 how hee 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 how. Girl, oh, okay. And this the thing with Whoopi. I think Whoopi would get into a seat like that, and Whoopi would change it up. Cause Whoopi have been on. Whoopi be having her little moments where she be giving. I used to love Whoopi so much. Like Whoopi used to be my favorite actress. She used to be my favorite of them all. But but honestly and truly, like after she said what she said to Monique, she said I could have schooled you. I was like, she was like, I could have schooled you. I was like. Faith, me and you was talking about that. I could have schooled you. What the fuck you mean you could have schooled me? Like, schooled me on what? Cooning? Why do 100% block me? What you mean blocked you? The Bible. Oh, you can't see her comments. I don't think you could block somebody from seeing your comments, though. The Bible, God say, thy people will be begging for peace. Yeah, she said 100% pure love said you're not blocked. And then her eyes is, she got like a look of shock, like she don't know what you're talking about either. Um, the Bible says the people will be begging for peace. Queen Latifah making her beg and got bills to pay, and our queen is doing what? Okay, like Queen Latifah said, nah. But I think if Queen Latifah was ever to throw her head in the ring and wanted to be the president of the United States, I definitely think she could handle it. And let me tell you something. I vote for that. I sure would. I vote for that. I vote for that. Cause that's my kind of woman right there. I've always admired her. And I think just like right now, out of all of the women in this society, out of just out of the cause there are a lot of women who look more like me. Cause Queen Latifah don't really look exactly like me. She's a little lighter and she wears her hair differently. But the women who look more like me that they promote in the mainstream and that they're allowed to be in the mainstream, you find out that a lot of them, their direct ancestry is not from here. They outsourcing them. And child, they say that what's his name who played in that Idris Elba. Child, they say Idris Elba is about to go over there to Ghana and start a film company over there. And I'm looking at black people in the comment section. We gotta protect him at all costs. They probably gonna try to take him out. Why would they do that? He's British and he have money. And you know what? I think this was a strategic plan all along. Like I think that they've been preparing him for this because in order for him to go back to Ghana and get respect over there, um, that's probably why he swapped out the Caucasian wife or the Caucasian girlfriend, because I don't know if they was married, but that's probably why he swapped out the Caucasian woman for the woman of color, because he knew he was getting ready to go to Ghana. And to me, it's still colonization. So why wouldn't like we always feel like because a black person doing it, it's not colonization. Because a black person doing it, it can't be oppressive. Because a black person's doing it, they can't be going into a space to oppress people. Come on. So I think he's gonna be perfectly fine. The people over there in Ghana and in a lot of parts of Africa, they have TVs now. They hear about America. And let's be clear, South Africa is in America pocket. You know, we give money to South Africa, and because we send money to South Africa, they promote us over there. Like they allow, the content from the rappers and the artists and all of those things that make America seem great and make America seem like the place to be and to make America seem awesome. You hear most people talking about I wouldn't want to live nowhere else in the world. You have to always consider the source. When a person say I wouldn't want to live nowhere else in the world, you wouldn't want to live anywhere else in the world because you probably couldn't survive anywhere else in the world. But all of us don't need to be like you. All of us don't need to be so vulnerable that we need to be in the middle of a matrix in order to survive, in order to feel like we could sustain ourselves, in order to feel like we could thrive. So when you hear people be like, oh, I wouldn't want to live nowhere else in the world, America is the greatest place on earth, consider the source. Consider the source. But they have, let America propaganda slide into town so much so that when you go into South Africa in the tourist area, you'll see like the Zulu or the Xhosa, whatever tribe it is, of the men, they'll have tents set up. And they'll have like famous rappers' faces on the tents, and they'll be selling merch. They'll be cutting your hair like that. Like they literally have made idols out of some of our rappers. They made idols out of some of our artists. So that propaganda has seeped in over there. And so when they watch it on, if they have a cell phone and they can access it on the internet, or if they have a family member who has a TV or something, and they're able to see certain channels, then they're like, oh, America is so great, and America is this, and America is that. And so when you have an actual American who got a lot of money, who's finna come over there and invest in their communities, where they were happy because they didn't know, like you ever heard the saying, you can't miss what you never had. Like, if I never needed any money because I ate every day, I had a roof over my head, I was able to take a bath, I had all my basic needs, and I was never exposed to someone else's um, level of existence, like how they live, like other people driving big fancy cars, living in big old houses, having access to a whole bunch of technology, being able to travel at will, having all type of financial liberation. Okay, if you're constantly seeing that as the standard, if you're constantly seeing that as a goal, if you're constantly seeing that as the big dream, the aspiration, then how do you start to feel about yourself? You start to think, oh, well, I don't have nothing. I'm a bum. I'm broke. I got nothing. You start looking at yourself like that. Guala lafitun babosa yaktao. You start looking at yourself like that because you're being programmed to see yourself like that. And so then that makes you start feeling like you got to get on the hamster wheel and you got to work to compete with the Joneses. But before you were exposed to it, you were happy, you were healthy, you didn't have any problems. My nurse, very beautiful, Italian, Dominican, and black, and very beautiful. She told me she grew up in Puerto Rico, and she said that they were so poor that when she got ready to take a bath, they would go into the rainforest because when it would rain so hard like it was about to flood. So she said they would go into the rainforest and that's how they would bathe. I was like, I know, like she was saying, she said if you go to certain parts of Puerto Rico, she said don't wear your jewelry because she said a grandma will run up on you and steal your stuff. She said don't wear no new kicks, no new tennis shoes if you're in a certain part of Puerto Rico because it's the tourist area where you can get away with that. And for me, that's like living in a certain hood. Like hoods everywhere is dangerous. So that's me. Like I have my dress for the hood and I have my dress for a night on the town going around the bougie elitist folk. That's when you could dress up and put it on. You go into a gala or something. But if you about to stomp through the hood, baby, tone that down, baby. Don't have on nothing of value. So I definitely feel like I could stomp through Puerto Rico because, baby, I know how to turn it down when it's time to turn it down. And that's on period. But when she was telling me, like she was telling me about how they were so poor, they had to take a bath in the rainforest. And I ain't gonna lie, I might be crazy, but I thought that was beautiful. I was like, my eyes lit up. I was like, and she said that when she got to a certain age, her body started getting curvy because you know she's thick and voluptuous and she got a lot of curves. And she said her brothers used to guard her while she was showering. She had 6 brothers, and they would guard her while she was showering. They wouldn't be too far in the distance, and they'll be able to look and see if anybody was stalking or anybody was looking at her. And they'll have to beat dudes up for being perverted. They'll jump dudes and beat dudes up. But yeah, I just thought that was beautiful. Like I'm just here for the village. I'm here for the tribe. Like I'm here for it. I'm sorry. I do think we need a rational woman. Well, Queen Latifah is a closeted homosexual, so that may work. Queen Latifah not in the closet no more. She been came out about with her girlfriend. Where you was at, Faith? Queen Latifah been came out. Yeah, she came out before the Brat did. Absolutely. Me too, hot damn. You nailed it, baby girl. LOL. Queen Latifah plays the game that Whoopi was trying to put Monique onto. And she do. And she does it all the while doing content that maintains integrity. Because if you watch The Equalizer, I don't know if she one of the producers, but the topics that The Equalizer challenges, like the challenges that The Equalizer stands up to, it's a lot of things that are world issues that are, from sexism to racism to patriarchy. Like she deal with a lot of those issues on her show. Like the conversations that they have every week on The Equalizer, child, that's a ministry, that's political. That lady stay doing the work. That just off her scripts alone from The Equalizer, she could run for office. Just like off of the studying that she's had to do in order to be able to memorize those scripts and to be able to talk about the things that the show talks about, because the show talks about real human issues that are relatable to things that are going on in society today. So I feel like if she ever wanted to transition into that, she could. Maybe that's either somebody coming or going, huh? Can't give too much upfront. White people who call the shots, make real decisions, don't like that, right? I always wanted to bathe in a rainforest. I do too. Let's go raid. Let's go bathe in a rainforest together, sister. Wait, hold on. Let's go bathe in a rainforest together, sister. You say, you say, you say you abstaining. You say you're not voting. You're not. You're not participating in the shenanigans, Aaron. Aaron, you say you're not participating. You say they can't make you. You won't do it. You say you're not giving your energy to that. I don't know what Aaron pronouns are. Are your pronouns she, Aaron? Because I don't want to say she before I know the pronouns. Because Aaron do give you androgyny. I'm sorry. Or is it they, right? Because I don't really know. I'm not a part of whatever they got going on. Oh, I'm a he, LOL. Okay, yeah, okay. Because I don't know, like, the Aaron do give me androgyny. I live for that. The wholeness of it all. Yeah. So wait, sister, how do I send you a big blessing? Oh, my cash app. Laylim Layler, I could sure use a blessing right about now. Sister Janice. Put my cash app on down there for Sister Janice. Cause baby, that'll be a vote for me. That a vote of energy for me. Come on. Shower down. Shower down. Rain down on me. Let it rain on me. Oh. Nights like this, I wish. Nights like this. Nights like this, I wish. Nights like this. Nights like this, I wish. Really perfectly sister. Nights like this. Nights like this, I wish. When I first posted the video, did you see? Did you see how they came into the chat, baby? Oh, they was not having it. Yeah, Aaron said you good, Faith. Yeah. Baby, they was not happening, baby. Y'all had to come in the chat with the monkey riches. You and 100% pure love. They was, baby, they came in here like flying, like them flying monkeys on the whiz, bitch. They came up in here stanking. They flew up in here stanking, baby. They flew up in here stinking, baby. Oh, bitch. I couldn't even read the negative comments. They was coming so fast. And baby, I ain't get a chance. You know me, like, I be wanting to entertain some of the shenanigans and, but I be like mid-sentence and I see something and I saw a couple of words, I knew it was negative. And I'm like, I'm gonna come back and get a chance to, like, give the givers, like, I'm gonna get to read at least one of these motherfuckers. Bitch, not with faith and 100% pure love in the chat. Girl. Zoom, 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 zoom. Bitch. Girl, they was all gone. I just had to read somebody today for calling me confused. Then when I put out the confused video, they came in the chat and they gonna come in the chat and say, you still sound confused. And this is my thing. So I go and look at their page. There's no content. There's no content on either of their pages. And this is my thing. If you have a negative comment, you've never supported my channel, and I can't even go and look at your page to offer some critique or some pushback on your material. Why should I let your comment exist on my page? Make that make sense. Like, why should I be so above it all and so gracious that I allow your comments to stand on my page when you have nowhere I can go and comment on you? You have no content. You have contributed nothing to us via YouTube. I'm not gonna say you haven't contributed anything to society, but I'm gonna say you have contributed nothing to us via YouTube. And so you have the unmitigated gall and the sheer audacity and the chutzpah to come on my page and to leave a comment like it's going to stand and somehow hold weight. It's the audacity for me. And so, like, I want you to know moving forward that that is just not going to stand. Like, I'm going to remove those comments because if I can't go and leave a comment on your page, if you left a negative comment and you've left positive comments before, I've seen you commented positive things before, then even if you don't have no content, I'll give you some grace. That I have a subscriber. I think their name is like Myrtle Thinker. And sometimes Myrtle Thinker try me. You know, sometimes Myrtle Thinker try me. It's another one that, you know, come on my live and they always be Trump 2024. But they also say good things. And so it's like the balance. But don't just come trying me and you've never showed up for me, never invested in me, and you ain't got no content, and you think that you have the right to just come leave negative comments on my platform. No, that slick shit ain't gonna stand fat. No multi-mon. Not on this timeline, poo. Sorry. I was like, where is 100% at LOL? Pretty Girl Rock. Both sides have a stench. At Pretty Girl Rock, both sides have a stench. Right. I hate. I hate the hate from Trump and Trump supporters make them stink. Oh, okay. That's why you said both sides stink. And you know a good example of that because when we talk about politics on this channel, because this is purple, and I was watching The Simpsons last night. Y'all don't let me forget my thought because I was getting ready to say something. I want to talk about Kamala and how they took and changed Donald Trump's words when he was talking about that lady, when he said the gun should be pointed on her. I want to talk about that. But before I talk about that, I saw The Simpsons episode last night, and it was so interesting because the red and the blue was fighting and they awoke these monsters, and one of the monsters was a big blue monster and one of the monsters was a big red monster, and the monster that arose to whoop the red monster and the blue monster was a purple monster. Bart and Lisa had to get inside of this robot, and I'm always saying we'll become like a Voltron. I've said this multiple times. I said become like a Voltron. Let me find out The Simpsons looking at my motherfucking content. But I said we'll become like a Voltron. And they literally had a purple looking Voltron. But of course, they made it in tragically on The Simpsons. But the purple being still defeated all of the other monsters that had been raised by the people. Ultimately, the people destroyed themselves. Ultimately, it was still a wasteland. They said the internet was a bad idea. That was how the segment ended. But a purple one did rise. A purple Voltron did rise. I was gagging. I was gagging. I was like, because you know The Simpsons, they prophesy and everybody say The Simpsons ain't been wrong yet. So I was like, I'm always talking about purple ones rise and purple and Laylim and purple becoming purple and then to see The Simpsons. I was sitting in the bathtub soaking last night when I watched it. It's the Halloween episode. And when I watched it, I was like literally like I got chills, my eyes got big. I had to pause for a second because I was like, not The Simpsons telling my story, not The Simpsons telling Laylim's story. Girl, what? Girl, let me find out The Simpsons is on my page. Because these are things that I say. It was too much like the shit that be coming out of my mouth. Like that county. I think they was talking about they purple. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and the level of it, there are myths about aliens that are purple. I don't know if you saw the alien that came from outer space. So, okay, remember it was Get Out and then it was Nope. And then in Nope, it was a purple alien. It was a flying purple people eater. And it would fly around and it would just eat up whole towns. And I don't think that the alien was evil. I don't really remember the whole crux of the story of what happened, but I did watch the whole thing. I can't remember. I might have to watch it again. But you couldn't just label it evil, more like a necessity. More like a necessity. So like there's a lot of talk about purpleness, and I know I've been talking about it, way before I even knew that it was a purple state. I don't know if they was calling them a purple state all them years ago. Like I think low key, um, we're trying to move towards purple consciousness. I definitely feel like the gatekeepers feel like purple consciousness is unavoidable. And so I think that they want to narrate what purple consciousness looks like, because we see what the red consciousness looked like with, I don't know which party is which party. Is the blue party the Democrats and the red party the Republicans, or is the red party the Republicans and the blue party the Democrats? Put it in the comments so I won't be, talking out the side of my ass. But we see what the red and blue looks like with the Democratic and Republican Party. And so I do feel like there's going to be a kind of effort to jump in and intervene and to control, to like put a cap on purple consciousness. Like, y'all not finna be too free thinking. Like, we gonna let you believe in your mind that you really, really, really exercising your purpleness to the fullest abilities, but we gonna try to put a cap on that because we don't want you doing too much as purple. We can't stop you from coming, but we can try to control how you move. We can't stop you from coming. We can't stop the purple ones from rising. We can't stop the purple ones from existing. But we definitely can try to really, really, control how you move. We could put some obstacles in your way. So I'm definitely definitely they know we're moving into purple consciousness. Like we're because people are seeing what's happening with, even the Simpsons damn saw it. Come on now, the Simpsons caught it. How many children got that download? Absolutely not. Bookmark Trump. Pew Pew statement. Oh well, yeah. Like, oh yeah, I read it. They are watching, right? Blue them, red rep. Oh, okay, so blue is the Democrat and red is the Republican. Okay. Indigo, purple, seventh chakra, Saha, Ra, Ra. the crown chakra, violet or light purple. Mmm. I'm seeing aliens and what is that, a dragon or a dinosaur? Because, baby, I welcome all of it. And what is the purple entities? Is them octopus? Because, baby, I welcome all of the shenanigans. When I tell you I'm so ready, I be trying not to like focus too much intentions on it because I know a lot of people they wouldn't know what to do if we was to just have like a huge shift like that. Child, I think I'd bust out my body and turn into something else. My body will probably just be laying there like a sack and whatever. I just get up out my body and start moving and something else, Andy. Oh, aliens. The purple entities are aliens too. Yeah, I'm so ready for it. And they use elephants and donkeys as mascots. Ain't that crazy? But the elephant is wise though. I love elephants. I ain't gonna, get a donkey too much because I don't want to put the donkey down. But yeah, child, this time tomorrow, baby. When we wake up tomorrow, we gonna know what the business is. Cause they gonna run this into the wee hours of the night. You think they gonna let us know today? Who think they gonna let us know before midnight? Let's see. Who think we will know the president before midnight? Yeah, I just created a poll. I said, who thinks you? No, I did put we you. Bitch, bitch, I'm telling you, I got partial dyslexia. Y'all gotta work with me. You know what it means. But the last time they had an election, it ran all night, didn't it? For Biden. Gemini energy, exactly. Yeah, I'm slightly dyslexic. Like, come on, Virgo. My mama a Virgo, and my sister that's right behind me a Virgo. If we don't know, they playing around. Cause look, they know already. Aaron said, not Aaron, why I'm saying your name and you already on the line. What's his Dane Calloway said that they made a mistake and announced Kamala as the winner on one of the major networks. And see, the reason why I think she's gonna win because she's the most compliant. But what's hard for me to just confidently say that she gonna get it without a shadow of a doubt, for me to just be like, hands down, Kamala got it, she gonna get it, is the shift it will create. Not simply because she's a woman, not simply because she's a woman who has extra melanin, but because her winning means that a Caucasian man billionaire is going to be incarcerated. Like That's a huge shift. Like, it's one thing just for her to be a woman, to have melanin, and to become the president of the United States. It's another thing for her winning to be the reason why a Caucasian billionaire is placed into bondage, becomes the property of the state. That's powerful magic. That is an incantation. That means in this new reality, white Caucasian billionaires will no longer be above the law. They will no longer be safe. That is an incantation. That is some spell magic. Now that's fascism. That's fascism. That wasn't a mistake. They did that on purpose. I think it'll be her too. And when they released that she had won, that was spell casting. When they released it. Put that in your psyche so y'all won't be surprised when y'all really receive it now. Sit with it. Lay with it. Spend all day in it. Let that marinate. Let that side up in your spirit. Age of Aquarius is at its high tide. Change is inevitable. And this is the thing, like I was saying at the beginning of the video, even though, you know, she's of a lighter melanated persuasion, it's still Yanni energy going into that Oval Office. Ovaries. Oval Office. Ovaries. Oval Office. Never had ovaries in the Oval Office unless one of the presidents was a trans man and we didn't know, because the jury is still out about Michelle. So unless one of the presidents was a trans man and we know, no ovaries have never been in the Oval Office. So now you got the ovaries to go with the oval space. I think that's going to open some portals. Oh, I definitely think a portal's about to open. Baby, it's like this lyric that I say in my song. It's like this lyric that I say in my song, Ready. I say, dark is the bottom of the sea, still connected to that water I just poured in my tea. They're going to show us how to thrive, problem solve, and evolve. Not a slave to the matrix. Playing catfish with fake pics. Running games like a dirty trick. Using time. Running trains like a dirty flick. Abusing time playing cheap tricks. But the most important part of that is, dark is the bottom of the sea, still connected to that water I just poured in my tea. And so, no matter how diluted and polluted and distorted the water has become, because you know this water that we drinking is not what we should be drinking. We should be drinking water that has life in it. You know, we should be drinking like coconut water and the water that's in fruit and the water that comes from streams and rivers, if they would stop polluting them, because it has healthy bacteria in it, and those things will help our bodies to be stronger, and we will be bursting with life. But they're regulating our temples, they're regulating our bodies, because they don't want us to shapeshift, they don't want us to evolve, they want us to stay at a certain level. Like they have, like, we don't even know if the shots that they give us when we're born keep us from really, really looking like how we're supposed to look, or morphing into what we're supposed to morph into. And so when I say dark is the bottom of the sea, still connected to that water that I poured in my tea, I'm saying that there is life brimming at the bottom of the ocean. There's power at the bottom of the ocean. There is so much happening so much activity and so much life at the bottom of the ocean, that is beings that are designed to handle far more pressure than these bodies could handle. Because they say if we was to go down to the bottom of the ocean in these bodies, the current and just everything that's going down, it will break the bones in our body. Like, we're not built to survive at the bottom of the ocean. We're just not the way our body is made. Every bone in our body would just crack to pieces. And so, with that life that's going on there, even though we're drinking water that has no life in it, water has memory. So it remember where it came from. And if you are consciously drinking it, and you are being thankful for that water, and you are being connected to that water, and you're reminding the water where it came from, and also reminding yourself where that water came from, then your outcome doesn't have to be the outcome of everybody else. Yeah, they are poisoning the food. Yeah, they are, they're giving us water, they're regulating everything. But the most important thing is not to allow yourself to forget what you're connected to. Forget where you came from, or to forget about your ancestors. Like, don't forget those things, because when the time is right, I have this faith. I have the faith that those things within us will activate, because we acknowledge them. We acknowledge them through burning our candles, where we honor our ancestors, those who are coming, those who have come, those who've been here. We do rituals to honor them. When we eat the food, if, like, I had some oxtails earlier today, I had a taste for oxtails. And I've been trying to stop eating meat again. I've been trying to go on my little meat fast, but it wasn't happening today. I had a salad and some oxtails, and I had some black beans and rice from last night, because I had saved some of them. But baby, them oxtails, they could have had a little bit more seasoning, but the meat was cooked properly though. It was some big old ones too. There was some big. She gave me about three of them, and the plate was like $14, 14, $15, and they was good though. They was good though. It was good for my soul. And when I finished eating them, I said, thank you for the animal that was slain, that I might be nourished. I honor the animal, for what it went through, so that I could be nourished. And I think that's the only thing any of us can ask, because at the end of the day, when these mofos decide they ready to pluck any of us off, they ready to do something to us. Guess what? We ain't above them cows we be eating. We ain't above them chickens they be eating. We ain't above none of them animals. We ain't above none of them creatures. When the government decide they want to say, uh, we need that space. They showed us that in 1776, huh? Or maybe it was 1775, but they showed us that. It could be you. You're not exempt. We just gonna leave you alone for right now. Mmm. The quickest way. And I love fruits. The only thing is that, and I could, like, Like, for me, when I am, and I'm not making excuses because I know I'm gonna have to do it anyway, but when I only eat fruit and I only eat vegetables, I feel so pure and I have so much clarity that I feel like I'm absorbing so much, and it almost makes me feel naked. Like it almost makes me feel naked to be that vulnerable in public. I feel like eating certain things and consuming certain things, it helps me to be amongst the people. Like, it's like when I'm when I'm eating fruits and when I'm fasting, I don't want to have to engage with people. I don't want to have to be out and deal with people. But people can see the difference though. Because if I do a fruit fast, I walk different, my glow different, and people just notice me and people just be like, "Oh, you look so good." And oh, now the people see it, like people are attracted to me, they're drawn to me. You definitely see. It's just a lot. It's a lot. Like, so I know you're not, I know that's the truth. I know that's the truth. And it's just a lot. Like, I know I'm gonna have to buckle down, but right now it's just like, whew, I just need a moment to breathe. It's a lot on me. It's the highest level of chemistry for the human body, quickest way to vibrate high fruitarian. I believe you. Yeah, it's I believe you. The pressure, ox sister oxtails without me. What's next? A po' boy. That's what you got out of it. That's what you got out of it. That's what. Give me your phone, Faith. Give me your damn phone right now. That lady said oxtails without me. Don't multi me. Wait, I feel that pureness when I eat produce as well. But if I only eat that for too long, my body telling me I need some protein bad, I feel weak as. Oh, yeah, I'm anemic too. And this is the thing. I don't start to feel weak. I start to feel cold in my body. And I also like I this is how I look at how we are housed. And I think some of us are housed different. I think some of us, we actually get like a DNA where all of the ancestors that predominantly came together to 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 manifest this temple that we reside in. Make most of them agree. Like, you can get majority of them to agree. Fruit. All of them, they're all in agreement. But the way mine set up, they be like, okay, we're gonna let you do that for about 2 or 3 months, by 90 days. Then after that, I'm gonna need a piece of chicken. Just like when I'm not finna drink and smoke weed. They be like, oh, okay, you detoxing? Okay, that's good for you. That's nice. I'm gonna need my season, baby. With a smoke at. With a drink. Look, I be trying to fast. I be saying, I ain't having sex for 6 months. I'm gonna be celibate. They be like, oh, Okay. You, I'm gonna let you do that for about 5 or 6 months. But you ain't about to do it the whole year, bitch. 12 whole months? Girl. So my ancestors are always within my body, within my cells, within my DNA. They're always, bitch. That's why my pronouns are they and them. Because it's really some they and them shenanigans going on. I wrote a post yesterday and I said, sometimes I feel bad because I'm a rare being. Like the balance that is always going on within my body. It's a constant dance. It's a constant, like, yeah, the stuff that they be wanting to try and the stuff that they be wanting to do. And like I have parts of me that will literally sit in waiting for 2 years for an opportunity to do something. Like it'll like I have ancestors who will sit around and wait in a corner for 3 years. And they'll be like, so you really not gonna do that bump? So I haven't bothered you in 3 years and I can't have a bump? Like, hey, I was a part of this body because I knew that I was going to get to have my moment. And it wasn't going to be a moment that was going to throw the whole movement off. We came together and we created a being that was going to know how to have fun, that was going to know how to live life, but also know how to be responsible and handle business. We created a being that was going to be able to cross over and have bottom surgery and come as close to the female experience as they possibly could, being born with being born with testicles and a penis. Like we came together, we made this agreement. Yourselves, we all collectively, all of yourselves, we gathered together and we agreed and we formed a universe and we brought a baby here that your mom and dad named Antoine LeRae. And I demand my say. And as I'm getting older, I'm learning how to honor all of them. And it's a full-time job. That's why I don't have time to work for nobody. Because baby, one of them say this. Let me tell you something. I told people, we be thinking that it's spirit possession, like the church teach you that it's possession. It's only possession because you don't know yourself. It's possession because you haven't done the work to know who you are. So when it feels like you're being possessed, you're not being possessed. It's just an ancestor inside of you that you've been suppressing for so long that it said fuck it and took over. You didn't listen to it. When you suppress something, it becomes a perversion. When you oppress something, you pervert it. So you have to give that space. You have to give that acknowledgement to even the most chaotic parts of yourself. To even the most shadowy parts of yourself. You gotta throw them a crumb or something. You can't just ignore them. Because then that's when it gets ugly. That's when it goes dark. That's when you hear shit like, well, that escalated quickly. That's when you start hearing shit like, well, that escalated quickly. My mind turns straight to animalistic when I don't have meat for a while. Like, I start looking at squirrels like, not you start looking at the squirrels. And I remember I went through this phase where I was like, I'm not gonna eat no meat until I'm comfortable with killing the animal myself. And I think how I eased my way back into it was I started eating fish. And at least I was present while it was being killed. Like able to pray for it while it was being killed. And then I went to Africa, and I was there while the chicken was being killed and watching them pluck the chicken and clean the chicken. And so I started being able to pray for the animals while they were being killed. And I think that transitioned me back to like not feeling a way about. But this is the thing. In everything that we do, something gotta die. When we draw breath, things are dying. Child, just small things are going in and going down and coming back through and up out, and child, it's this the whole cycle is destroying, rebuild, but energy doesn't die, it's just transferred. So is it ever really dead? And I try to tell people, um I was just having a conflict with one of my community siblings, and we have very different points of view of the world. And my way of doing things is a bit unorthodox. Um, and I know that. But I feel like a lot of times, they will try to be facetious and condescending, and and that to me is like you making light of my work. But and I have respect for their work. I could critique it and say negative things about their work, but I stopped doing that because I realized, who does that really benefit? Sitting up catfighting with you about um because that's what's going on with our ancestors, the most ancient ones. They can't get along. They are feuding with each other. And the only way to get them to see how to come together, because I feel like as above, so below. I feel like we can be the model for them. We have to model togetherness for them. We have to model coming together, and when we could bring our body into harmony, then we can model that for others. We could model bringing Once we model bringing our body and spirit into harmony, we can model bringing other bodies and spirit. We can other bodies and spirits will be inspired by what we've modeled, and they will come into harmony, they will come into unity. And the more of us do that, it'll create a shift to even our most ancient ancestors will be like, well, if they can do it, then maybe I could forgive you for this 1,000 year long feud. Maybe I could forgive you for this 2,000 year long feud. Maybe I could forgive you for this 10,000 year long feud. But we'll never get to that point until we can first like work towards bringing our body and our spirit into harmony and into unity. And that comes through discipline, that comes through sacrifice, but it also comes through having fun and living your best life. Balance. It's a balance. Okay, so I already have the candles lit, and I'm at 23%, so I could take it off the charger for a second. But we have the candles lit. Let me try to turn the camera around so y'all can see. Oh wait, one of them went out. Did it break? Hold on one second. Okay. So we have the candles lit. Oh, it's three people on here, and it's three candles. So one represents the past, the present, and the future. We honor the mother, the father, the offspring, the masculine, the feminine, and what they produce when they come together. Past, present, and future, ancestors, the ones who are coming, the ones who are here, the ones who will continue to come. As we blow out this candle on the physical plane, it grows with purpose and intensity on the spiritual plane, preparing us for times that are now. Down but down that I say cool, it keeps spinning and turning Gani Iyanko Kalukulo, which means I am a child of God Goddess. And if I am, you know you are. Bound and round, both circle and square, we too speak life, so operations beware. Sending healing to those in despair, ill by Bosawa, which means we come in peace, no harm to any. Leilem Leila. And as I blew out the candle, I said the word Santi. Santi in Leilem Leilar, because you know we have words. I'm giving y'all a word today. I say this word often for safety. Santi. Santi. You know, Santi. Not saucy. Santi. So it would be spelled Saunty. Santi. And it means safety in Laylim Layla. So and when we say Tatatawa Sayami, which is an acknowledgement of things that are animated in different ways. So if I say if I want to acknowledge the mirror for being able to see myself in it, because it is made out of materials that were other materials, and it was transformed so that it could be a mirror, or this whole space that I'm existing in now. It had to come from some raw living materials to become what it is. So I acknowledge it. I acknowledge all of it around me by saying Tatatawa Sayami. So Santi means safety. Tatatawa Sayami means I acknowledge those things that are not animated in the way that I am. So you got two words today. Tatatawa Sayami and Santi. But we be around here, we be popping off the words there. So you got two words today. Um and what I find is that, and I said another one at the beginning of the live, and I've said it before, and I don't know if people remember what it means, but whenever you hear me say Guala la fitun babosa yaktao, that is a rebuke. That is a repellent. That is like saying, I don't wish for that. I don't want that around me. You know, send that back where it came from. Guala la fit un babosa yaktao. Guala la fit un babosa yak tao. Tao. Guala la fit un babosa yak tao. So that is a rebuke. So I actually said three words today. But yeah, so tomorrow when I do a live, if I have time to do a live, we will be under a new ringleader. Well, they don't take office until January, but we will know who the new ringleader is. So, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Take care of yourselves. Remember to breathe. Benito said you need to say three more. Oh, you like it. Well, thank you. So remember to breathe. Because this high tension right now. The red and the blue is warring, honey. But we the purple ones, we trying to come together. A man, a woman, lay lim, lay lur. Purple ones rise. Leave some purple hearts in the chat. Thank you to my moderators, Faith and 100% Pure Love. Thank you, Aaron, for all the conversation and the feedback. It's always very, very like you teach and you ask good questions. Um, Varoom, you came on here with the esoteric aspect and just was really, really giving us that astrological energy and teaching us more about the age of Aquarius. I so appreciate that. I love when you bring that Virgo energy on the live. Um, I'm trying to see, do we have all the elements in the track? Because there's five of y'all on here. I know I'm a Gemini. So I know if Varun is still on here, we have Earth. And if Faith is on here, we have Fire. Do we have water? Do we have water in the chat? Well, you're taking a bath, so that's water. But but no, for real though, do we have water in the chat? Like, is somebody a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio? We probably had one earlier, so I'm not gonna be that pressed about it. And I can see Lakeisha Revlon. I think I know her. She said, "You got a pussy. You don't know beings with pussies who have facial hair, Lakeisha Revlon? You don't know beings who are born with biological pussies who have facial hair. So because I went and paid for mine, I'm not allowed to have facial hair. Make it make sense, Fat. This is why they read us like they read us. Because you don't even know what it means to be a woman. And your name is Lakeisha Revlon. A whole girl name. You're confused. And you ain't never seen a biological female. You've never seen a being born with a vagina, because I've seen plenty of them. That means that I'm comfortable with who I am. I didn't get my pussy to play pretend. I got my pussy to feel comfortable in my body. That don't mean that I have to walk around here performing for y'all. I like getting fucked. Some of y'all keep your dick and like jumping up and down in niggas' assholes. Do I tell you anything about that? Do I say, girl, you walking around here with titties, wearing wigs and all that, and you still jumping up and down in these niggas' booty holes? Do I say that? Do I say that? Do I say that's weird? Do I say that don't make no sense? No, I don't. Because I understand that that's how you're showing up as a woman. I respect you where you are. Y'all foolish with that. It's crazy. That shit weird. You gotta, so because I have a vagina, I can't be androgynous. So only beings with dicks get to do that. Sound like some patriarchy. So if I keep my penis, I could look half and half. But when I get my pussy, I have to just look like a woman. The kind of woman you think I should look like. Because let's be clear, women have facial hair. And let me screenshot that, because that's going to be a topic of conversation. We're not going to end that here, because I think I know who Lakeisha Revlon is. And how dare you come on my page and try me. I had respect for you. Now this okay, I don't think this is the I don't think this is the mother. I think this is the child. Yeah, like literally lay lim lay lur means Let him, let her. I am whole. Simple bitches. Simple bitches. You live in that box in the corner of your mind, boo. You see it? Yeah. Cause I'm at home on this platform. I don't have to dress it up. But when I want to, I do. And I'm received either way by whole ones. So don't come on this platform with them shenanigans, because I'ma hurt your feelings. Because you was trying to hurt mine. Talking about no shade. Bitch, you knew what you was doing. You tried it. And let me tell you how how shit gets down. Your comment was held for review. I opened it because I wanted to see what you said. So that means even YouTube knew better. YouTube wasn't gonna let it be seen. But I opened it because I wanted to see what you said. No shade, love, but you got a pussy and still got facial hair, and I'm confused. So I know you're a trans girl with a last name like Revlon. I'm confused about why you a girl. That's what I'm confused about, because you're not a real one. If you don't understand that women have facial hair, what kind of woman are you? It sounds like a toxic one. If you around here policing facial hair. That's what I'm confused about, sis. And it is shade. Now, let me go look for your Facebook page so I can know exactly who it is. All this, we on here burning candles, having a whole spiritual conversation, and then you shame your whole house because you represent the Revlons if you're wearing their name. And I know Letitia Revlon. Me and her cool. And she would never play with me like that. She would never disrespect me like that. Never. My name is Kaneen, which means king and queen. I'm so tired of you simple bitches trying to hold me hostage. If you want to live in that box, you live in it. But stop trying to put me in it with you. Why the fuck you on my live? The message has not changed. It's been the same for years. I've been jumping on here with facial hair. And then tomorrow I might jump on here with silky smooth skin and a lace front. I'm whole. You mad or jealous? Which one is it, sis? You hoes got to play them games, because you still got your dick. I ain't never walked outside my door and had a man to not want to talk to me because he saw hair in my face. Never had no man to walk up and see this little stubble in my face and be like, oh, wait a minute. It's crazy. They go for it even harder then. Because only females are confident enough to do things like that. You drag queens feel like y'all got to be perfect, which makes you clocky. Did I say that out loud? Did I say that out loud? You drag queens feel like you always have to be perfect. And that's what makes you clocky. But I walk out here just as comfortable as I please, just as cozy, just as unbothered. I was just like this yesterday with this facial hair, with a hat on. Niggas following me, asking for my number. Do you have a man? You don't have my confidence, neither do you have my vagina. I didn't get my vagina so I could play around in lace fronts every day and try to be a Barbie doll. Why? I could have kept my penis and did that. I got my vagina so that I could become my own version of the human being that I wanted to be. And that's a reflection of my forefathers and my foremothers. Mostly my foremothers, but acknowledging my forefathers without any shame, condemnation. I want males and females to look at me and see themselves in me. I want to be an avatar for wholeness, not halfling energy. And I can have a pussy and still do that. Does that bother you? Because you're the one who's trying to keep your foot on women's necks. You're that bitch. Is that right, sis? Trans girls can be oppressors too. You're the proof. Trans girls can be oppressors too. We had a whole gathering this whole weekend. My sister Empathy, my sister Faith, my sister Lynn, my sister Natasha, Giselle, Misha, all the girls. Nobody worried about my facial hair. Brittany, nobody. Never came up. It's you pretend girls that's always somewhere trying to police somebody womanhood. It's the pretend girls, always somewhere trying to police somebody womanhood. Exactly. And then what aggravates me the most is that it was a trans girl. Like y'all still on that? It's 2024. You still on that? You still on that? Bless your heart. Calm down, sister. Let me surprise. Thank you, Janice. Because baby, when I tell you that triggered me, we was trying to end the video on a positive note. No shade, sister. And it's not even really me being mad. It's me being disappointed that we still got idiots like that in the community. Like you come on my live to say that. Gossip amongst yourself. I don't fuck with you. I ain't never came on your page. I ain't never left no comments on your page. I didn't seek you out and invite you into the live. So you came here to be messy. You're saying no shade, but you're on my live. You know where my page is. So you came here with the intent to be shady, obviously. You could have gossiped about that amongst your friends. Why would you bring it to me? And embarrass your whole family. I'm sorry she insulted you. I was eager to join the voting conversation. Yeah, well, we had that. We just finished that one. No, I don't. That's not Letitia. That's not Letitia. Letitia would never do anything like that. Man, I don't know who Lakeisha is. But I'm gonna go in Fandale. I'm not gonna say that out loud, pretty girl rock. I'm not gonna say those out loud. I mean, it's just I like it was like that just it tried to derail the energy of the video. It really did try to derail the energy of the video. I'm gonna put the phone back on the charger. Like we was in such a good space, and she came up in here like a op. She came up in here like a op. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you like I told another one of my friends. I am trying to bring together a nation of people, and I'm gonna try not to get emotional when I say this because I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I had such a beautiful month with my sisters because you don't never see us all together like that unless it's a conference or some cameras going and we trying to stunt for people. But like we legit, we been kicking it together. I stayed by Lynn house for a whole month. We ain't getting no arguments. We ain't fall out. We two different generations, and that was beautiful. I'm not gonna say it wasn't challenging. I'm not gonna say every day was Christmas, but it was beautiful. It gave me hope because I know how much trauma and how much pain exists in our community. And for us to make the effort to spend so much time together without no prize being involved, it wasn't no grand prize, it wasn't no trophy, it wasn't no crown, it wasn't no paycheck. We just came together because we love each other. We just came together because we support each other. And it wasn't no judgment. It wasn't no how your hair look, how your clothes look, how your body shape. It wasn't none of that. And that's the world I'm trying to build. And I can't attract those kind of people to me if I jump in front of the camera being fake. I have to be my true authentic self. I have to show you what is hitting for all the time. If I don't show you who I really am, you're not going to be your real self around me. If I'm being fake with you, you're going to be fake with me. And I'm tired of that shit. I don't want a bunch of fake people around me I can't trust. That's why I get in front of the camera and show you. Yes, sometimes bitch, I would rather have a little facial hair. I would rather have a little facial hair than have some razor bumps. Not finna be shaving and carving on my face all the time. And even with laser, we don't know the long-term effects of that. Not finna be doing all that stuff to my body. I've done enough things to my body. Sometimes you gotta give that girl a break. Y'all always around here grooming and mashing and carving and swiping and griping and grinding. Leave your body alone sometime. Just let it be. Let it do what it do. Always mixing and mashing and molding and tucking and girl. That's why they think we delusional. You girls don't know how to be comfortable with yourself as you are. And so I can't create a community. I can't cultivate a community because I don't want to give myself credit for creating anything. But I can't help to nurture and cultivate the type of community and the type of nation and the type of people if I'm around here. Girls are supposed to have smooth skin and girls are supposed to have their hair done and I'm not doing that bullshit with y'all. Boys are supposed to look like this and boys I'm not oppressing people with y'all. Cause I want us to evolve. Do that over there. That's why I don't participate in the ballroom scene. That's why I don't participate in the pageantry system. I would make my own before I participate in y'all's. Because the only reason why a lot of y'all relevant is because your industry helps to create more slaves for this plantation. But baby, we trying to morph up out of this. And we can't morph up out of this if we don't have no soldiers ready. If we don't have no warriors ready. If none of them are being prepared and nurtured, how they ever gonna get ready? And how you gonna get them ready if you still on some, girl, you got a pussy and facial hair? How you gonna get anybody ready? For what? More bondage? More patriarchy? More white supremacy? Because that's what you getting them ready for. I'm not getting people ready for that. That's not my mission. That's not my ministry. That's not my platform. That's why I didn't participate in this, what was going on today. Because both of them finna get us ready for the continuation of the same thing. That's not my ministry. That's not my calling. That was not my assignment. Some of y'all don't know your assignment. I know my assignment. That's not my assignment. I know what my mission is. My divine mission, my God, Goddess mission. It is to spread a message of wholeness. It is to awaken the spirit of not the Holy Spirit, but the whole spirit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what it is. And with that being said, we're going to come back to a close. Thank you so much, John Benet Jones. Thank you so much. But yeah, that's where I am. And I will fiercely defend my practices, how I show up, because everything I do is intentional. I understand that if you put on that mask and you never take it off, then when you take it off, people gonna be like, oh no, what's wrong? You got mental health problems, something wrong with you? No, I'm just more than what you thought I was. My pronouns are they, them. I know you gonna let me be they, them. My foremothers and my forefathers and the entities that didn't subscribe to the binary. They live in me. Like Whitney Houston said, it's all in me. It's all in me. My cells are my selves. And it's all in me. I was listening to this guy Amir Odom, and he was talking about biology. You know, he's voting for Trump. He's a dark skinned black gay guy who's voting for Trump, and he's talking about how it's the LGB against the TQ, and he said that the the TQ is different because the TQ is going after the children. And you know, he's 29 years old, so I can't say he ain't got his critical thinking matter yet, but he feels like the trans community and and all of them, because it's how you feel, it's not about your sexuality. But at the same time, when a child is feminine and a child is expressing feminine behavior, he say, well, his response is, maybe the child is just gay, maybe they're not a woman, maybe they don't want to be a girl. So why would you equate a child being gay to them expressing feminine behavior if being gay is just about who you sleep with. Make that make sense. Let me say that again for the slow people. If being gay is just about who you sleep with, how come when a child expresses feminine behavior who was born with a penis, y'all say shit like maybe they're just gay? Maybe they don't want to be a woman. Maybe they're just gay. What does being gay have to do with being feminine if gay is just about your sexuality? Stop doing that. Stop conflating the words. Stop using gay in correlation with femininity if you want to say that gay is just about biology. Because if you want to talk about biology, being intersexed is not just about your anatomic makeup. It's not just about your anatomy. It's also about neurology, how your brain functions, how your brain works. So you can be a neuro intersexed person. We never talk about that. Like your brain function. Well, this is what they talk. This was how scientists proved that trans was real, because the neurology, your brain was wired differently. But they said that your brain was more wired to be female, and they never had the conversation about your brain being wired to be both male and female simultaneously. They just went on ahead and said, oh, you had a female brain, because they still wanted you to be on the binary. But no, you can have an intersexed brain, an intergendered brain, to be more correct, to be more specific. Intergendered, because this would be gender and this would be sex. So intergendered. And see, you're not going to have conversations like that with your little nonprofits and at your schools, because they ain't doing the work. Because they don't want you to actually be smart enough to evolve. They don't want you to actually be intelligent enough to evolve. But just like you can have chromosomes and DNA that conflate your genitalia, you can have chromosomes and DNA and cells and genetic materials that can be a mixture of your female and male chromosomes, of your female and male DNA. That shit happens mentally too. All of us don't just have female brains. Some of us have male and female brains. Oops. It, oops. And it boggles the mind. It's her and him up in here. Biologically, it was male, but anatomically, it's female. Now, some of y'all, you want to believe your stuff is cut and dry, but when they start talking about it's a thought that you having, how is it? Then he said, I'm not no they them. I'm not one of them they thems. I'm not a part of that. I don't understand that. How you don't understand they them when you got all of these cells and living organs inside of your body, and all of these cells and these living organs and cells that are in your body are a constitution or a government of your ancestors. The genetic materials that was being housed in that egg, and the genetic materials that was being housed in that seed, when that sperm went into that vulva or went up into that uterus, that sperm was not the complete entity. That sperm was a portion of the being going to find the rest of itself, going to join itself with more of its ancestry, more, and to become who it was. And during that 9 months, it continued to develop, and it's multiple energies and genetics that have been passed down from generations and generations that culminate inside of that egg with that seed. And y'all have been so dumbed down that you can't understand why somebody will go back to calling themselves they them. Because I am no longer going to acknowledge just what my oppressor tells me what I can acknowledge. I'm going to acknowledge everything in me. I'm acknowledging all of my ancestors. And that is my sovereign right. That is my divine right. That is my autonomous right. I can't become anything else if I don't say I'm something else. You have to first believe it, see it, and then you achieve it. But if you never take the steps, then you're going to continue to get stepped on. Oh, thank you. That's a compliment. I love Erica Badu. I love Erica Badu. Thank you for that. That's powerful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, that touched me right there because Erica Badu, whew, that's a deity walking the planet. Thank you for saying that. Ooh, thank you. That's beautiful. Thank you. Um, facts. Um, are you or you just ask the kids themselves how they feel. And this, let's be clear, I am not I am not in favor of children medically transitioning before they get their critical thinking matter. I think that the work is to create a safe environment to where children don't feel the need to have to make physical changes. Parents have work to do. If you're gonna bring babies here, don't bring them here to be slaves. I get so frustrated when I see how so many of us are choosing to raise our children. You know, with I saw a video today and the daddy was getting ready to kiss his the it was, well, you know, that's how he raising his son. I'm not finna try to make up a name for what they doing. It's a father and his son. But the baby couldn't be any more. Baby was probably 2 or 3 years old. And the baby looked at the daddy and said, "Me no kiss boys. Me no kiss boys." And I was like, that was so weird. And people was in the comment section. That's right. Train them up in the way train them up in the way they should go. Train them up. That's right. That's a good boy. He respectful. Oh, his daddy doing a good job with him. Oh, he gonna be a real man. That's how I meant. It's a baby. Why are you putting all this pressure on children? Just like, oh, just let the children be children and keep them safe and protect them and make sure that nobody is taking advantage of them. Nobody's trying to do anything inappropriate to them, and allow them to explore and figure out who they gonna be for themselves without you putting all your ish on them. Hey, Fly God. Yeah, stop. Like, let them be. Just protect them. That's what I would do with children. I don't think that. I think when they come in, I think, you know, I would name a child a name that a boy could be called and that a girl could be called. I wouldn't specifically speak that over a child because you don't know who's praying for something else in your family. Like, for example, if y'all are not in agreement, you could manifest a trans child because you're not in agreement. The father could be praying for a daughter, and the mama could be praying for a son, Or the son could be, or the mama could be praying for a son, and the father could be praying for a daughter. Or the mother and the father could be praying for a son, but the baby sisters and the siblings could be praying for a boy. If all of y'all are not in agreement, then you create conflict. And so now you have a child that reflects what all of you was praying for. Is it a bad thing? But maybe if you would have been aligned and you all were in agreement, you could have got the example or the manifestation that you needed in order for you to in order for the being to acclimate itself into your tribe. But you never know what ancestor is praying for something different that's in your immediate tribe. I'm going to say that again. When you bring a baby here, you never know what ancestor in your immediate tribe is praying against what you're praying for. Then when y'all get a non-binary child or y'all get a trans child, y'all surprised. I'm just saying, think about it. Think about it. Everybody needs to be in agreement. Everybody needs to be in alignment. Everybody needs to want the same thing. And I think that gives you a better chance of, not saying you still gonna get what you want, because it could be some ancestors that's in the unseen that's feeling a different way. But everybody, if you got 5 children and you getting ready to have the sixth one, and you got 5 boys, and all the boys saying, we don't want no sister, we want another brother. We don't want no sister, we want another brother. And mama and daddy saying, we want a girl, we want a girl, we want a girl, we want a girl. You got 5 boys over here saying they want another brother. So y'all praying for a girl, and they praying for a brother. So here come that genetic tissue, here comes soul, here comes spirit, wrapping itself together, trying to answer everybody's prayer. You wanted a brother? Well, it's trans. It's a trans man. It's a trans man. Y'all wanted a girl? Well, they was born with a vagina. So you got your girl, you got your baby girl. But now the boys, the little trans boy that been around 5 brothers don't know nothing but nigga shit. He finna be a young man. So now you got 6 boys. You gotta think about stuff like that. Our ancestors didn't make decisions unless everybody was in agreement. They didn't try to manifest things. They didn't try to bring things into the reality unless they were all in agreement. A lot of y'all so simple, you think that the baby, all is just, it's simply just the act, the sex. But no, it's a lot of spiritual and thought. Y'all talk about who the green tablets and the emerald tablets. Thought, like thought. That's important. Thought, thought, and all of the thoughts that people are having in your tribe and in your realm. That's gonna affect the being that's coming. And y'all be bringing beings here and don't be having capacity. You, like I said, our ancestors, they all used to be in agreement. They sit in a circle and hold hands. And when they wanted to manifest something, they talked about it. And then all of them had to agree to it. And then they willed it into existence. They made miraculous things happen through collective thought. And I want us to get back to that space. I want us to remember that we have that kind of power. And it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. We wasn't all born at the same time. We're not gonna all die at the same time. So why would we all arrive in the same space at the same time? Okay. All right, I've been on here for 2 hours and 14 minutes. Tomorrow when we wake up, we're gonna have a new president. We're gonna have a new circus leader. Make sure y'all click like, subscribe to the channel, and if you feel so moved, share it with your friends. I love y'all. This has been a good live despite, the hiccup that happened earlier. I'm kind of happy that she said the foolishness because it really gave me an opportunity to teach and to be more transparent. So, for my good, it was working for my good because it gave me the opportunity to express some other things that I wanted to express and I needed to express. And I took that anger and I channeled it. Somebody gave me lemons and I put some honey with it and made some lemonade. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gave me some straw and we did what? We turned it into gold. A man, a woman, lay them, lay there. I love y'all. See you tomorrow.